How much do you attribute your success and the jump that you've made in your game and technique to the O-line coach, Dan Roushar, who we
Yes.
both know very well? Roushar is the GOAT.
Hmm.
Him, Butch Berry, I always talk about them two O-line coaches as just being just amazing, incredible. Dan Roushar, I love that man to death. He was my O-line coach in New Orleans for many years. How much would you attribute what you're doing right now to Dan Roushar?
Man, it'd be like I remember he first came there. He was like, "Pick a place to go eat or something like that." And I remember we went to like this little pizza pub. I'm like, I don't know where he wants to go. It's like a little place called Jester's. And then he's talking to me. We're yapping for hours on hours. And I
Mm-hmm.
remember the biggest thing he said. He was like, "Listen, because usually you get a coach coming in, they want to set the culture. They want to be like put the iron down a little bit." He was kind of just like, "Listen, if you expect me to come in here and like bitch at you, or sorry, excuse my language,
No, you're good. You're
get
good.
into you and make you." I'm not gonna like he was saying basically you're a good player because I always had a problem with confidence. Like I don't think I'm all that sometimes. He was like you're already a good player, but there's some steps that to make you even like a great player if you want to be known. You know, um, and I think he instilled a little bit of confidence. I never really had a coach like on that level really talk to me like you can be a great player. I mean, I've you know you say you have potential and stuff, but he's saying like you're already a pretty good player, and you have the opportunity to be like a great player. And so that was like a big confidence boost. And it was just me and him just working. I remember OTAs, early OTAs, were just working, talking about stuff. And really, he just, I think the biggest thing, honestly, the biggest thing, like he just the consistent coaching. He's not always changing something. He's
Sure.
he's just keeping it real all the time. Just consistent,
Yep.
telling you what needs to be said. He's not doing anything extra. He's not doing too little. Just consistent.
Man, that you said it, bro. Consistency.
Hmm.
And he finds ways to just get the most out of his players. As you said, like confidence wasn't your strongest attribute at the time. So he come in and instill confidence because you got it, bro. You got it. When I talked to him about you before I ever saw you at the Bears training camp
Hmm.
this offseason, the talent is there. It's undeniable. You are right there with the best that we've seen. So he finds ways to just bring the most out of you, get the most out of you from confidence, a level of consistency, a daily standard. For me, bro, he took me from a good player to being consistently at the top amongst the peers of just pass pro run game because of the standard on a daily basis. He never cuss you out. He'll never
Hmm.
yell and scream at you.
Right, right, right.
He just gets the most out of you.
Hmm.
That dude is a special human, outside of a coach too.
Hmm.
Special human. Shout out to Dan Roshar. Love you, bro. Love your family. You are the greatest. No lie.
Big Row.
All right, let's get into Chicago Bears, man. Y'all balling, bro.
Hmm.
Balling. All right. Y'all number one seed in the NFC right now today. We don't have to put too much pressure, expectation, any of that. But you guys are playing really well. What do you think? And it's a lot of changes that happen from head coach to O line coach, bringing in new personnel. How has everything come together to you? You've watched it happen over the
Hmm.
course of these months. How has everything come together in your eyes?
I think whether it's the biggest thing, obviously last year, like we're losing. We lose tight games. There'd be a couple games where we really got, we lost straight up. But then there's a couple games. It's like a lot of games. It's like we could have won this game. Blah blah blah. This happened. That happened. Whatever you can say. Whatever. I think the biggest thing, like everybody's just bought into like their role as a player on a team. Like whatever it is, that role, if it's small, if it's big, whatever it is, I think everybody just kind of bought into the bigger picture. And that's kind of how I think that's the best way you can get the best out of your players. Like, I think everybody's doing that at a consistent basis. I don't know.
For sure, for sure. What has Ben Johnson brought? What's the biggest change from him, that individual?
Mhm.
What has he brought to the Chicago Bears organization?
I mean, it's the big thing is the culture, like the culture change. Like he sets the the standard. Everybody, it's so much. Everybody always says it. Set the standard. Set the culture.
Break
Set
it
it.
down. Break it down.
But he really like even from a point to where like you get a head coach. Head coach comes in, whatever he is. Like for example, one day we're watching the training. I don't know if it's training camp, OTAs, or something. We're watching like O line. And I'm thinking Ben's about to come up here, talk about the wide receivers routes. He starts talking about my set and like my what I'm doing. I'm like, and it's he's making sense. What I'm saying? He's actually saying what it is, and and that just goes to show you like he's not just some coaches just wide receiver coach or just kind of just he knows all the details of everything, and you can't really, and it kind of makes you just be like more aware of yourself. It's like when you get in those meetings and he knows he sees what you're doing, he knows what he's looking at. You can't like have a you can't really get by with anything.
Right.
For one, you don't want to get by for one, but you can't. And it's like he knows what he's talking about with everything. And I think one of the biggest thing also for like O line, he just makes you feel like obviously you're a part of the game. You're a big O line is one of the biggest factors of a team, no matter
Mhm.
what. But it makes you feel like you're more so part of it, like as if not that you're getting the ball, but like this is your like we're running a play, like this is your play, like
You're a playmaker.
you're a playmaker, you're making this play go,
I love
like
it.
and it just makes you because I'm just like I'm not a big leader as far as vocally, you know what I'm
Hmm.
saying, but like I want to do whatever I can. I don't want to be the fucking weak link. I don't want to be, what I'm saying. And if I could just get a little opportunity to just make something spark, like I love that, and he does that. He
Oh, you
definitely
got me
does that.
hype. You got me hype, bro. Hey,
You
look.
know what I'm saying?
Okay, I'm gonna stop you there too. You say you're not the biggest leader vocally. That's gonna come with time, and that's going and I see it already, and I know why because of what you said after that. You said you're not the biggest leader vocally, but you are not going to be the reason why something don't work. You want them to put it on your back
Yeah.
and let you create a play or create a lane for everybody else.
Hmm.
You will be the leader of that team. So that's going to come with time, experience, age, but you got it because you're doing it for that reason. You're doing it for everybody else. That's a leadership, servant
Hmm.
leader. So just we're gonna clip that for a later date. Another guy that I'm sure you don't talk too much, but has came in and put his imprint on the team. Give me your thoughts on what Dennis Allen has brought to the Chicago Bears.
Yeah, I mean, obviously, he's a defensive guy, so we don't talk as much, obviously. But even in practice, like he's bringing the juice every practice. I remember
Break it
one
down.
day we doing like or even recently we do like a little ones versus ones at the end of practice kind of thing, and like he's got this little celebration. He's like walking on his knees, like this little. If the defense wins, he's like doing this little. He just bringing juice, like he just bringing juice. So he's always like energy. He always has energy.
For sure, for sure. And that's what you think he's bringing the most is that energy.
Yeah, as far as as far as I can see.
For sure. And I spent a lot of time with DA in New Orleans. He was our defensive coordinator. And the same thing, like the ones versus ones competition, that dude loves to compete.
Hmm.
The big games, it gets him going. He gets excited for it. Me and DA done got into it, bro. Like really snapping at each other. Like I done told him, you come get your ass on this field. No lie, bro.
That'd be
We
so
didn't
bad.
for real. It didn't got that way with you too.
Not with me with him, but like you could like he's like he almost wants to line up. You know what
For
I'm
sure.
saying?
I wish he would. Light DA ass up. I wish he would have. Caleb Williams and what he's been able to do this year, he had a lot of narratives in his first season, a lot of challenges and everything with not processing. And I was even one of those that spoke out about him having to speed up his process once the season start, diagnosing defenses and getting the ball in the hands of his eligibles. He's done it. Ben Johnson has helped with the offensive scheme, but Caleb and the steps that he's taken as a quarterback and as a leader, what are you seeing from him?
Yeah, like you said, like I remember when he first got there, like one of the biggest things we were having problem with was like a little bit of the cadence. Like you know how it is when the cadence is a little bit iffy every time, it
That's
just it
everything up.
just messes everything up. And like the one thing about him is like when there's something that's like in his control and he needs to fix it or something, he's always on it. He's coming up to us like, "What do you need from me? Like, what do you need?" how can I do it better? Like he's always looking for something to be better, and that's all you can ask really for somebody. Like if they're giving it everything they really can give, you know.
That's
It's not
fire.
like ain't nobody gonna be perfect. We're not asking nobody to be perfect, but every like he had a little cadence, a little whatever, and he just on it all the time, on it, and he's fixing it, and 100 is fixed already.
I
And
love it.
it's
What are you seeing from him as a leader? How's he grown as a leader?
yeah, and then like another thing, like he would come to the huddle, like even the way he would say the plays, like just the tonality of it, like that can instill a lot of confidence in the play. And like like it's funny sometimes. I remember one time we was in practice. Like he doesn't like when we leave the huddle like early. So like he'll snap a little bit. Like he'll so I remember it was like bees was all up in the field, like all up on players, stinging motherfuckers. Oh sorry, excuse my language.
You
You know what I'm
good,
saying?
bro?
Just bees everywhere. And I remember a bee had like flew in my helmet or something. I like stepped out of the huddle to get it off. He's like, get in the huddle. He's like, get in the huddle. I'm like, damn. You know, it's
Y'all,
just
you let
like,
him out there snapping on y'all, bro.
yeah, look, he just see every once in a while he just snap a little bit. But it's like I like to see it, you know what I'm saying? It's like I like to he has that he's bringing in a little bit more command, you know, every game. He's just a little bit more and I appreciate that.
That's fire. That's fire. And it's necessary. It's necessary, and you see what it's leading to. You guys are, like I say, number one seed in NFC right now.